Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft. Did you miss me last week? I didn't post a video. I meant to. I had this process video all ready to go and I just didn't get a chance to edit it before we left for vacation, so I'm doing it now. And I also, I had planned to do a lot more this month and it just didn't happen. Summer is really hard to be productive and it's also a really busy time for me at work combined with vacation, and I just haven't really been doing a whole lot of scrapbooking or card making. So, bear with me as I try to get back into like a normal schedule and a normal creating routine. I think we all go through moments like this in our crafting careers, our crafting hobbies, and we just kind of either aren't inspired or don't have the time. And I don't want to just sit down and make something that isn't the way I want it to be. I want to have the time to create something that is aesthetically pleasing to me as opposed to just creating something for content's sake. So all that said, maybe next month will be better. I don't know. I still feel like we're kind of jet lagged from vacation, and so we'll just see. So thanks for watching this video and for sticking with me no matter what happens, no matter if I get off schedule or not. I usually try to post a video every Tuesday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the schedule, every Tuesday, I usually try to post a process video. And then there are other videos throughout the month. I haven't participated in other challenges this month. There's supposed to be an off the board tomorrow. I'm not going to do that either. So maybe next month will be a little bit better. We'll just have to see. So what am I doing right now? I am cutting the pieces to make the July Sheetload of Cards. And I made 2 cards. The sheetload actually calls for... these are 5x7 cards, and I think you're supposed to end up making, how many cards does it make? I'm looking at the sheet right now. I can't tell how many cards you're supposed to end up with. Oh, 8 cards. It says it right there on the front of the sheet. Yield 8 cards. So these are giant cards. These are 5x7s. So if you're gonna make these, you're gonna need special envelopes to put them in, and they're probably going to require extra postage. So I only made 2, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to make any more unless I scale this down to a smaller size, because I don't want to have to pay extra postage at the post office, right? Because they're giant. These are giant cards. So I might save these and give them to people who like, if I'm mailing a package, I'll put the card in with the package and I won't have to worry about size wise. Or I guess maybe these would be okay postage wise. Is it just the big square ones? For some reason, a square shape costs more than a rectangle. I don't know. I don't understand USPS sometimes. But anyway, these are large cards. Another reason why I probably won't use this sketch again is because looking at the picture of it, I was very confused, okay? I cut out all the pieces. I followed the directions for making, I followed the directions for, not for making a single card. I started following the directions just for making like a bunch of cards, but I only cut like enough for 2. Anyway, maybe I was confusing myself, but I had the pieces ready to go, and then I'm kind of looking at the instructions, and there aren't that many. It's just kind of like you're supposed to take a look at the picture and just put the things down, and I don't know, it just wasn't making sense to me. So I did struggle a lot with this first card. And by the time I got to the second card, I went, oh, okay, I think I understand the placement of all these little paper strips. There were just a lot of paper strips, and like the ones that are the solid color, mine looked a lot bigger than they looked on her sketch picture. So that was kind of throwing me, because I thought, did I make these the wrong size? Why is everything looking so different? And it's because I couldn't figure out how to put them down. I think I needed like specific step-by-step instructions, which were not provided for this July sketch. So yeah, but I did like that the image or sentiment kind of looks like it's hidden underneath one of this paper strips, even though it's actually not. The way you're cutting that circle element, if you choose to use a circle element like that, you're actually cutting the bottom of it flat so that it only gives the appearance of being hidden underneath one of the paper strips. But you don't have to use that circular element. If you have something in your stash that is a circular embellishment, or any size embellishment, I guess, really, and you would rather use that than cutting out a circle, go right ahead. That is all up to you. I do like that these sketches can be sort of made your own, and that you don't have to make all 8 cards at one time, and that you can sort of mix and match whatever patterns and embellishments that you have. So that's kind of nice. I think to make it easier for myself, I took that pattern paper I took that panel, and instead of trying to force it onto the cardstock base, the card base, I just worked on it all separately, because I think that that was, another element of like, well, this piece goes down first, then what goes on top, then what goes on top of that. I just wasn't really, it was throwing me off. I don't know if anybody else did the July sheetload of cards. If anybody else did it, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this sketch, and if you thought it was difficult, or if it's just me who normally is a visual learner. It always helps to see things first, and like this was just not a good visual. So anyway, these are 2 more Christmas cards in my Christmas card stash. I've been trying to make Christmas cards every month using these sheetload of card sketches because they're a great jumping off point, and I tend to not really be great at making cards. I like making scrapbook layouts because you've got photos on them, and so you've got a very distinct focal point. But when it comes to cards, it's like, oh, what do I do? I don't know. So I like using these sketches as a jumping off point. So right now I'm actually going through all of my Christmas cards, and I'm trying to count to see how many I have. This is a pile of 5, so that's good. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10 Christmas cards. I'm still going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. That's an envelope. I have a bunch of like envelopes that aren't very Christmassy. They have different patterns on them. I'll probably still use them because like I hate to not use them. So I'll probably use them. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 25 plus these 2 is 27. And I generally need about 40 Christmas cards. So I still have a little ways to go, but I'm over halfway. So I'd say that's pretty good because we're in July. So I'm over halfway with my Christmas cards. Let me know in the comments if you make your own Christmas cards and how many you've got so far for this holiday season. One of the things that's going to be interesting is that I usually do photo cards, and like I make them at Walgreens or Shutterfly or whatever, and I'll save one for myself to put into our album. But I guess if I'm not doing photo cards, there's really no reason for me to save one of these cards for myself because they're all different. I have so many different styles of cards, so it's not like everybody's getting the same one. And there's that one design that I want to keep and remember what design I used that year. Every card is different, so I doubt that I'm going to be saving a card for myself. So maybe I only need 39 cards then instead of 40. I'm adding a rub-on here as part of my sentiment. These are all elements that I purchased at my local scrapbook store, and that pretty much kind of finishes off the front of this card. Off camera, I make the second card, and you'll see what that one looks like in the close-up photos, which are going to follow. Like I said, doing the second card was a little bit easier than doing this first card, I guess, because something just kind of clicked once I started putting things down. It was like, oh, now I see I have all these pieces. Here's where they go. So maybe if I continued to do a third and a fourth card, it would get even easier. But like I said, this was an interesting sketch to work with. Interesting to make these large 5x7 cards. You can see what both of them look like right here. I popped this one up with a pink fresh 3D embellishment instead of the regular just circle and message. I hope you enjoyed this video, and that if you did, you give it a thumbs up and that you subscribe and follow me all here. Bye.